Guess what? It's time for game number 11 of Flat Track Fever. Game number 5 of the day. Calgary Roller Derby All-Stars versus Team Ontario Roller Derby. Calgary Roller Derby will be rocking the white jerseys. Team Ontario will be rocking the black. Skating for your Calgary Roller Derby, we got 006 Knockout Sunday, 1116 Ruthless Red, 1-2 Ruthless Red, 1349 Razor, 167 Ferris Bruiser, 182 Skidlet, 19 Reign of Terror, 201 Curb Stompin' Coleshaw, 21 Novel Blonde, 213 Sleep, 2931 Taz, 3-1 Bruceberry Pie, 6-3 Smacky Kennedy, 747 Knox, and 9-9 Brass Monkey. Skating in black for Team Ontario, we got 013 Nat Attack, 10 Valkyrie, 100 Beef Papa, 1070 Pyromagniac, 12 Stevie Stitches, who's also the jammer right now lining up against Chris My Ass, 1701 Pip, 1812 Nerdy Birdie, 256 Zweck, 27 Saul Good, 31 Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, 505 Sorry Not Sorry, 6 Nat, 8V or V8, 81 Dictator, and 92 Code Blue. The jam is on, and Chris My Ass is out to get lead jam status. We got just over 20 seconds in to get that lead jam. Scores 4. Sleep is headed to the box. Chris is coming around. Bruceberry Pie out there looking a little bit different than they did the last game. Chris comes around, gets cycled back, calls that jam off. Was able to score additional 3. How's it going, Hillary? Nope, your mic is off. Oh, no, there you go. Yeah.
Let's try that again.
Nope.
Yeah? Pretty tired, you know, long day, lots of derby.
I don't think that's not working. I think that might make you off. Oh. No, it's working.
It's just me.
You got to really talk into it.
Gotta find my announcer voice, apparently.
Project. Skidlet now going to be jamming up against Beef Papa. Sleep starting this jam as the pivot in the box for Calgary. Team Ontario probably thinking, didn't we just play these guys last night? Because there are a lot of players on this Calgary All-Stars that are also members of Team Alberta. Oh, it looks like there was a penalty at the end of the last jam, so Stevie Stitches will be starting this jam in the box. How many times have you announced, Hillary?
This will be my first time, actually. I'm a newbie.
Sorry, what was that?
I was going to say a rookie, if you might.
Fresh meat, as they say in Derby, right?
Fresh meat.
Skidlet dance on the line there. Rolling around that, it would be Pip. Pip pushed Skid out, but Skid also, knowing that Pip went out, didn't have to cycle back. Oh, and there we go. Who is that going to the box? That is Saul Good. Head to the box. Skidlet looking to the bench, looking for what to do. Sneaks around the outside, calls it off. Able to get 4. A little bit of confusion there on the scoreboard. They gave those 4 to Ontario for a second. Now we got Beef Papa going to be jamming against Ferris Bruiser. Solid work there in the pack by both teams. Frantic body movement. Novel Blonde there holding up Beef Papa. Ferris just has to get past Valkyrie. Ferris was one of Valkyrie's coaches there for Team Canada at the World Juniors. Oh, Novel Blonde going to the box. That is actually something I don't know if I've ever seen Novel go to the box. They're usually solid out there. They don't take very many penalties. Beef Papa almost fell out, grabbed onto Valkyrie to try and stay in, but couldn't. Excellent track awareness there by Ferris. Bruceberry able to knock out. That's all good. Oh, looks like we're going to get an official timeout. I'm guessing someone lost something.
We need a little spy on the wall. Yeah.
Oh. I didn't. Well, yeah, it's got to be Blood. Yeah, because I see someone now. I didn't see someone in the injury. Derby is a full contact spot. Sometimes these things happen. Hopefully all of our skaters are okay. Just got to follow the path. Make sure there's nothing anywhere else. I do believe there's actually a movie called Blood on the Flat Track, and it's all about roller derby. I do believe it's a documentary about roller derby. Rat City. Once in a while, I'll kick my Roku TV and I'll just type in roller derby and see what comes up. There's this like weird, like British roller derby team. There's a roller derby team in like the Scottish Highlands, kidnapped by hillbilly clowns. It's weird. A little bit of body smash in there, but Nat's able to get through and score a lead jam. Coleshaw through as well. Fast moving pack. Run into that pack of Knox, Razor, and Taz. And Blonde as well. Nat there, cycled back. Coleshaw scored 4. Nat gets the signal to keep going. Coleshaw just blasts through that line.
Ooh, that looked like it hurt.
Nat taking out Pip. Have you ever watched South Park?
I have not.
That's who I think, whenever I hear the name Pip, that's who I think of. He's a little British kid that they make fun of. So this will be Nerdy Birdie. jamming against Chris Mayas. Chris Mayas bumped out, has to cycle back a bit. Body's moving around. Bruceberry bridging.
Ooh.
Chris locks up their wheels with Valkyrie. Bruceberry holding Valkyrie back at the front of the pack there. That'll be Nerdy Birdie that got cycled back there by Sleep. Forearm there on Valkyrie. Chris checking, make sure they're okay. Chris quickly scores another 4 points. Building on this lead. Chris swings around the outside, puts up another 4. I believe a lot of these Calgary All-Stars also tried out for Team Canada this weekend, or this week, I guess not weekend yet. Except for Chris. Chris did not. Because Chris is on Team Indigenous, so they can't play for both teams.
Oh. Yeah, it's a bit hard to play for 2 teams, right? Especially when they play against each other.
Yes, indeed. Do you know where the Worlds are held this year? Do you know where the World Cups are held this year? I know juniors are in Brisbane. Skidlet, early lead there. You get to call this whole one on your own. Go for it, Hillary. Call the whole jam on your own. Yep. Nope. You've been nominated. That's a forearm now to Pip. Nope. Oh, Knox is going out for a forearm. Pip was just recycled. There's a directional on Razor. Ooh, red knockdown there. Skidlet gets knocked out. Looks for direction. What to do? They want Skid to play this out a little bit because there are 2 blockers in the box, so skate a little bit more. V8 had their first scoring pass. Calgary coaches giving a little bit of jazz hands and make the call. Get the call after they scored another 4. And gives Calgary 12. So it looks like there isn't a location for the men's roller derby yet, but the women's is out for bidding, so. I do believe I recall seeing something about that they were looking for a place that had to be able to have, I think they had to have 3 tracks. Was what they were asking for. A couple other things. This is Stevie Stitches and Ferris Bruiser. Ferris in a foot race there with Stevie. Decides just call the jam. Luckily, we were able to freeze still one Ontario blocker in the box, so give Coleshaw a little bit of an advantage on this jam. Coleshaw will be jamming against Big Beef Papa. Just a reminder that after this game, we do have the Glenmore Reservoir Dogs taking on the Outcast out of Puget Sound. That will be a men's roller derby sanctioned game. And at halftime, you will have your the draw for that carriage house stay and a Rydell and also a Rydell gift certificate. And Beef Papa's getting the high block. This puts Calgary on a power jam. Colshaw looking for a little bit of help. Gets all smashed up there. Skates backwards and through. Colshaw gets through, calls a jam. Beef Papa will be starting this jam in the box. They are standing, so they have 10 seconds or less. This is also your last call to get anything from Bad Girlfriend Skates, because they will be closing shop at 7 o'clock and they will be done for the weekend. Chris My Ass almost got through. Held up there by Valkyrie. And Valkyrie caught Chris, but not enough to knock them out. Chris is able to put up 4, call that jam. Kef beat Papa to a 0. Skidlet going up against Nat. Solid pack there by both teams. Oh. Knockout Sunday getting knocked down there by Nat. Red. Last line of defense. Nat was able to get past. Skidlet just had to get past Pip and does. Sunday catches Nat, but also gets knocked out. Nat calls that before Skid has a chance to get around and score any points. Ferris now going up against Nerdy Birdie. Ferris opting to play a little bit of defense as well. Now deciding to try and go through that pack. Bruceberry trying to help out. Solid work there by both tripods, holding both those jammers back. Bruceberry and Zweck forming a little bit of a bridge. Ferris finally able to get through that pack after a long 45 seconds. Ferris dancing on that outside line. Gets a signal from Tiki that they are still have the jammer frozen. Valkyrie has taken the star. Ferris scores 5, calls a jam before Valkyrie has a chance to score any points. Coleshaw quickly gets lead jam status. It was like 2 seconds to get through that pack. And V8 pushing on the pack. We've got a multiplayer there on 27. That would be Saul Good. Coleshaw running into, that's Pip and Code Blue. V struggling to get that initial pass. Razor coming in and smashing up the group, trying to help Coleshaw a bit. V pushed on that pack. And Sunday Taz, whole bunch of bodies fall there.
Makes my body sore just looking at it.
Coleshaw making a bit of a bridge there for V. Decides just to call that jam.
I don't know if anybody watched the All-Stars in Utah, but they did pretty well. Curb looked amazing out there. You know, playing in a place you've never played before. It's quite hard.
And when you first get on this floor, it's like, you don't ever know what a new floor is going to be like every time you step on one. There's not many skaters that are like Chris are just like, these are the wheels I have, these are the wheels I use.
Yes.
Chris quickly through that pack as well. Valkyrie takes a star, gets past Sleep.
Good call off by Chris there.
This will be Reina Terra's first jam of the day. I think they're feeling a little bit better. They did just play the game right before this. So giving a little bit of extra break helps out.
Ooh.
Everyone falls down. Reina scores lead jam status and takes off. Beef Papa knocked out by Razor. Runs into Red. Sunday coming out to help out. Red help embrace. Beef Papa working for that pass. Was able to score 3.
Not gonna lie, looking at Beef Papa's name is making me hungry.
Well, unfortunately, the concession is closed.
I really missed my mark there.
There's an A&W up the road,
Oh, perfect.
right across from the carriage house.
Take a team walk, get a burger.
Skidlet going up against Nat. Last time these two faced, I do believe Nat got lead jam status on Skid. Oh, both come through at the same time, but Skid just a step right before Nat. Eat the baby. Nat opting to play defense.
Oh,
Skid ate the baby, but then also got caught themselves. Skid looks at the bench. Bench says, "Call it off." High fives all around for that game. That one. Everyone loves it when you eat the baby.
It's a term we've heard a lot this weekend.
Nerdy Birdie now on the line, going up against Ferris. We're going to have a quick official timeout. Look and get stuff kind of figured out and sorted out. Projectile run right now at a Powerade. Get some electrolytes in them. Oh, it's for Coleshaw.
This might be a really good time to remind everybody to hydrate, especially since you've been here all day. Take a break, have some water.
It's also next time to remind everyone that our jam line is sponsored by Full Mobility Chiropractic and Brad Ass. The penalty box, it's sponsored by WFTDI Insurance. Oh, I think I just doubled it up because I think the I stands for insurance in WFTDI. And then we have the scoreboard is sponsored by Roller Derby. Oh, where's my cheat?
Roller Derby Level Up, I think.
Roller Derby Level Up. That is Rotten Broughton. That is training for Roller Derby. You had some one-on-one training with Rotten Broughton. Razor comes around and catches. Just catches Nerdy Birdie. And Taz is going off for an illegal call. I think it might be I'm not sure what that call was. Ferris looks to the bench. See what the option is. Super fast moving pack. Ferris calling off that jam. I do believe that is all good. I do believe it's all good because they made contact with Ferris that was out of play. So you do have a 10-foot engagement zone, which is your pack. That's the only area you're allowed to make contact, whether they are your own team or not. Coleshaw out to a quick lead. There we go. Chris My Ass. Now going to be jamming against
Stevie Stitches.
Stevie Stitches. Chris gets through. Chris makes it through the pack. Comes around. Chris nodding in agreement with that penalty. A little bit of a forearm there. Chris looks around, smiles, and calls off that jam. Looks like we are going to have an official review as well. Not official review. Official timeout. Looks like Razor took a penalty there at the end. They were on the bench, sent him over. Because I don't think Razor's the captain. No, Taz is the captain, so if it was a bench penalty, then Taz would have to serve it. April Sowers doing some excellent work on the track repair. The Reign of Terror chatting with the rest of the team. Let's get a plan together. Five minutes left in this half. Calgary Allstars up 114-20, 94 points separating these two teams. Once again, after this game, we do have the Reservoir Dogs taking on the Outcasts from Puget Sound. That will be a sanctioned men's roller derby game. You can talk about Brad. Fill the air with smack talk about Brad. Coaches can take penalties. If a coach takes a penalty, that penalty is served by the team captain. Because it would be an insubordination penalty to the bench, and then that would have to be served by your captain. There is a time and place. So Brad can't actually foul out of this game. So he can take as many penalties as he wants.
I'd actually like to give a huge shout out to the audience out there. I see a couple signs. I think I see one for Ruthless Red over there in the crowd. I know there's one for Team Ontario player as well. I saw the little the boards with the handles. Thank you all for coming. The players appreciate it.
Thanks to our refs and our NSOs. Everyone for coming out to Flat Track Fever 2024. I think this is the 11th year of it.
I believe so, yeah. Mark your calendars for Flat Track Fever 2025.
Reign of Terror now going up against, Beef Papa. Reign of Terror gets through. A little bit of a smile as they get through. Valkyrie is taking the star. Pushes past Sleep. Reina looking. Get some. Oh!
Good save.
Calls the jam. An excellent jump there. Both feet landed inbounds. Bradass giving them a high five.
He
Oh,
loves
we're
a
going to
good
have an
apex
official
jump.
review here by... I have a feeling they're going to be looking for... Oh, they just called a timeout. That's not an official review.
Give these players a break.
4 minutes left in this half. Each team gets 3 timeouts a game and 1 official review per half. They do have a second official review should they win their first official review. Skidlet getting ready to do this jam when they come back. Timeout is over. Skidlet going up against Nat again. Jam has started. Nat runs into that wall of Sunday Taz and Knox. Skidlet sneaks through on the inside with a no pass, no penalty. Oh no, looks like Skid took a penalty on that one. Penalty was for a forearm, it looks like. Not able to get through. Oh. Gets through, but does not get lead jam status. That means there is going to be no lead jammer. We will be skating for the full 2 minutes. Skid, little hop, tried to get through. And just didn't quite land in bounds. Skid pushing on that wall. That is, exit over there. That wall of Nat attack. Pip, Solgood and Cold Blue. Cold Blue, last jammer to get, or blocker to get through, and Skid does. Scores 4. I think Skid got called on a cut there. They got knocked out by Nat. Came in behind Nat, but there was probably one scare that they did not come behind. Nat was able to score 11 on that jam, bring that lead of Calgary's only to 92 points. It's like we're gonna look for an official review here. Let me go see.
My brain has completely shut off. I can't think of anything to say. It's all good. Oh. You reach that like moment of like tiredness. You're just like, what are words? It's the late on second day of the tournament tired. Yeah. It's the real deal. Need a coffee. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh.
So Calgary is looking to overturn that cut penalty that Skid took at the end there. They're arguing that because Skid got knocked out by the Black Jammer and then the Black Jammer touched out, that they went back in and that was not considered a cut.
Yeah. Oh.
So now all the officials are going to talk about E. And Calgary has lost a review, so it looks like that penalty will stand. Yeah, Skid's in the box. When I saw the dot's missing too. So because their official review dot's missing, you know they lost it. Because if they would have won that review, they would have got to keep their official review. Brewsbury Pie knocking down.
Nice
that
hit,
is
Brewsbury.
Nerdy Birdie. Sleep and Brewsbury Pie with solid wall there. Novel Blonde forming that bridge. Excellent track awareness, making sure they stay inbound. Skid forced back, goes through. Skid skating around. Brewsbury with a solid hit there. Skid runs into Zweck. The look on Zweck's face looks like they're had second thoughts about what they did there. Novel Blonde for a directional call. Oh, that's 2 penalties this game for Novel. Smacky, and they're working the group. The jam is mercifully ended. 100 points separating these two teams. Looks like no one was waiting to call a timeout, so we are at halftime. Almost time to get this second half started. Team Ontario's cheer squad is over there in the corner now. They got some thunder sticks out. Might get a little bit louder in here. V8 going to be starting this jam up against Chris My Ass. Second half is ready to start. V8 kind of reminds me of a projectile the way they skate. Short little ball of energy. He just knows he's going to get through. And Valkyrie taking the star pass. Oh. V8 takes a high block. Skidlet now jamming against, I think that is that Stevie? Or I cleared the dashboard there for a second. There we go. That is Stevie Stitches. The other Stevie skating this weekend, the other one being Stevie Whips, skated for Rocky V Roller Derby. Skid squeezes through and gets through. Tiki yelling at him. They have a power jam. Skids goes through on the outside. Razor comes through and knocks V out. Makes room for Skid to get through and score a quick, easy 8 points. Skidlet hits the pack. Cycles back a little bit. Sometimes you want to get a little bit further back than you need to just so you can get a little bit more of a run at it. V8, oh! Had Skid lined up, but Skid just dodges out of the way. Skid trying to push their way through. Just having to get past 2 skaters. Does manage to, scores 4. And Skid decides to call that jam. We did also have a star pass there at the end as well. Beef Papa now going up again. This time we'll be facing Ferris Bruiser. What's Projectile going to be skating in the next game? Ferris pushing away. Brass Monkey coming to help out. Just has to get past Valkyrie and Zweck. And does. Little spinorama on the inside there. Bruceberry cycling Beef Papa way back. Valkyrie trying to shove that hip right in Ferris's way. Valkyrie was one of the players that Ferris coached at the World Cup there for the juniors. Ferris is one of the junior coaches. Tiki on the bench here. Ferris cycled back by V and opts to just call it instead of skating all the way back. Was able to put up 8. Brings that score to 164 to 38. A little bit of time there for April Sowers to fix that track. Nat going to be going up against Coleshaw. Curb stomping Coleshaw. Coleshaw trying to smash their way through that pack. But we got Pip, the Dictator, and Code Blue. Oh, almost. We don't have a plan for the draw. We just know the draw is at halftime of the next game. So if you give me a box, I'll shove my hand in and like draw one at random. That will just happen to be the one that's also in my pocket. No, it won't, but maybe it might be.
We have to draw two. We have to draw two tickets, right? And then essentially, I guess if we draw a number that they're not here for, we draw again.
Well, we'll give them like we have to give them time to answer.
They have to be present. Yeah, we can talk in between games though if you want. 'Cause I don't know fully what the plan is yet. We have to talk to Max if she's still here as well. And Pete. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
So just asking about the plan for the draw. If you do not have your ticket, if you're 18 plus, make sure you have a ticket for your draw.
Yeah.
And you could win there's a gift certificate for a one-night stay at the Carriage House Inn, along with a $50 gift certificate to any one of their 4 food and beverage locations, as well as buffet breakfast for up to 2 people the next day. And there's also a $250 Rydell Skates gift certificate. So I'm pretty sure most people here need roller derby gear. Rydell Skates will be $250 to spend there is nice. Reign of Terror. Oh! Knocked out by Valkyrie. Sleep coming to try and help out. Couldn't get Valkyrie out. Valkyrie pretty strong on their skates. Runs into Smacky. Smacky. Excellent work there. Chases down Nerdy Birdie, knocks them out. Forces that call off. And we're going to have an official timeout. Everyone's got a tendon Nerdy Birdie. Hopefully they're okay. Hopefully just the one knocked out of them. Knock on wood. Just a reminder as well, this is pretty much your last chance to get anything from Bad Girlfriend Skates, as they are closing up shop at 7 o'clock. You can visit all of our other vendors as well. Myolab, sign up for a 10-minute massage for $15. You can also scan their QR code to get 10% off a treatment. Calgary Roller Derby is there with their swag. You can go visit Joe Means Joe, hanging out there, tending the register. Chinook City's got their stuff. We are all out of water bottles now, but they still have some swag in that $2 bin. Lots of t-shirts. Get your 2012 Flat Track Fever t-shirt. And I do believe Nerd is closed shop for the day because I think Projectile might be skating in this last game. Chris My Ass. Quick moving pack to start off. That is Stevie. Stevie's taking the star off. And Chris trying to fight their way through the pack. They are on a scoring pass now. And they do. That puts up 4 points. The bench yelling. Chris whips around, scores 4, and calls that jam. We did have a star pass there. Stevie passed that star off to Code Blue. Chris able to open up that gap even more. 128 points. And V8 coming through. He uses Zweck for a bit of a whip. Gets through on the inside. Skidlet. 3 spins to get through. V with a little duck and dodge. Smacky holds up V8 enough that Bruceberry's allowed to get in there and hold them back. They were able to cycle V back, so they have to make all the way through the pack again. Oh, that's going to be a forearm on V, it looks like. That means it puts Skid on a power jam, but it also means we're skating for the full 2 minutes. Oh, Zweck able to knock Skid out. Cycles them back a bit. Bench yelling. Skid pushing on the pack. Almost through. This pack getting stretched thin. And Skid's able to get through. Little gassed, holding the star. Bruceberry lines up Zweck and knocks him down. Makes a little bit of space for for Skid. And Smacky takes a penalty right at the end there. Skid able to put up 12. Or 14 now, sorry. So 188 to 50. 138 points now separating these teams. We do believe this is Beef Papa against Ferris Bruiser now. The pack starting at that jam or pivot line. That pack moving fast. Beef Papa thought they were through, but Razor and Knox and Red able to quickly get up there. Beef Papa looking for some help. It's a multiplayer now on Beef Papa. Ferris giving the pack some direction. Oh, looks like Ferris took a cut. That means Beef Papa is going to be released from the box. Ferris will need to sit just as long as Beef Papa did. That also means we are skating for the full 2 minutes.
Oh.
Beef Papa successfully passes off that star. And that is Nat Attack now with the star. Looking to score some points for Team Ontario. Got a penalty there. I'm not sure what it is. We'll see. Oh, that's Ferris. Going back to the box. They'll be starting this next jam in the box. Razor. Cycling that attack way back. And once again. And that jam is ended. Nat attack, give Nat a high five as Nat is the new, going to be the jammer for Team Ontario. Ferris starting this one in the box. And we got an official timeout here. Looks like the scoreboard. They're trying to sort some stuff out. Just was looking to see if my kid was here. Chevy Impaler is. I called them out more, but they would get mad. I'll wait till tomorrow when they're announcing with me. Cole Shaw warming up a bit. You never know how long these official timeouts are going to last. They need it as long as it takes them. Who's sponsoring that penalty box that Ferris is standing up in Hillary?
That would be WFTDI sponsoring our penalty box.
What about that fancy scoreboard I'm looking at? Who sponsors that?
The scoreboard, I think that was Roller Derby Level Up. Kim Wheeler for all your derby needs.
Excellent. And the jam line is sponsored by?
I'm a little
you better
biased
know this
with
one.
I'm a little biased with the jam line. It's our very own Dr. Bradass, Bradford Resky, with Full Mobility Chiropractic.
The jam has started. Nat making some space. Has to get past Sleep. Sleep pushes off, but not able to get Nat out. Nat strong enough to stay in. That's a tough group to try and get past. From Bruceberry, Brass Monkey, Novel Blonde, and Sleep. Oh, Ferris is going back to the box again.
Did he say that was a head block?
That WFTDI penalty box. Ferris, until the last two jams, has taken 3 penalties now.
Shame.
Shame. Shame, Ferris. Oh, Ferris will be released as Nat has taken a penalty. You know what that means?
Going for the full 2 minutes.
And also a power jam for Ferris.
Oh, yes. Oh,
mixing it up on you.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Zweck cycled back. Ferris pushing on that. They get forced the Norpack call, and Valkyrie takes a failure to reform penalty. Once that no pack is called, you do need to form the pack. So basically the front skaters have to stop what they're doing, and the back skater team has to skate up to them. Ferris zips around the outside, was not able to score any more points on that jam, but Team Ontario did score 4, so we got a score 197 to 55. Curb storm from Coleshaw back in action. They're going to be going up in Stevie Stitches. And Coleshaw just plows her way through. Held up a little bit there by Dictator, but was able to make it. Knox. Oh, looks like Knox was out of play there, and it took a failure to reform penalty. And Coleshaw has lead jam status and scored 4 so far. And Stevie Coleshaw gets past the Dictator and then hesitates and hits that pack of Toronto. Sunday smashing up that tripod, making space for Coleshaw. Red comes in as well. Red with a little how you doing? And that jam gets called off by Coleshaw. That jam put Calgary over this 200-point mark. We got to score 204 to 59. V8 going up against Chris My Ass. They're chatting around on the line.
Doing a little dancing. That's usually common within these games.
I do believe I saw some pictures. V8 skated in there's a scrimmage that took place after the Team Canada tryouts that they skated in. I don't know if they were in the tryouts. Depends on if they can make the East ones. Oh, a little duck, but couldn't quite get through. Sleep cycling them back. And V8's back in. And Chris has scored 4. There's a high block there on Brass Monkey. Looks like that is also an insubordination on Brass Monkey. They didn't. V8 still trying to get through the pack there. Oh, looks like Smacky's taking a forearm penalty. And Kiki giving Chris some direction. Valkyrie running to sleep. Trying to make space for V8. V8 gets through. Scores 4. Chris just trying to kill some time. And Chris calls off that jam.
Oh, did they? How can you tell? Yeah. Oh.
Looks like we're going to have an official review here. Or not an official review, official timeout. A little bit different. We'll see what's happening. There's just some discussion on the... I see someone from Calgary sitting in the box.
I think that is Brass Monkey.
That may be Brass Monkey. That is Brass Monkey sitting in the box. I do believe what happened there is Brass Monkey took a penalty, and then they took a insubordination penalty because when they skid, they went through the inner circle and then through the track. So they should have sat for a minute, but they were released after 30 seconds. So they just need to finish serving their second penalty. And Skidlet starting this jam in the box. Oh, Skid's released. Shortly after that, Brass Monkey. And Skidlet pushing on that pack. Solid work there by Nat Attack. Holding Skid up as much as possible. Beef Papa went to the box with lead jam status, so we are skating 4. Hillary? Since Beef Papa went to the box with lead jam status, what does that mean?
That means we jam for the full 2 minutes.
That is correct. Oh. Looks like Brass Monkey is now going for a forearm. So Brass Monkey is taking insubordination penalty and a forearm penalty. They'll be sitting for a minute again. Beef Papa still fighting on that pack. Trying to get through. Skidlet has scored 4 points so far. Oh, almost got through. That was Nat Attack holding them up. Knocking them off on the inside. And now Beef Papa's heading to the box. Lots of penalties in this last little bit. Skidlet looks at the clock. Probably thanking their stars that jam got funny ran out.
Yeah.
And Calgary's going to be calling a timeout. Get stuff sorted out. Cole Shaw will be starting this jam on a power jam with 2 blockers for the opposing team in the box as well. Good news is you're on a power jam. There's 2 blockers in the backs. Bad news is one of those jammers or one of those blockers is Valkyrie. Valkyrie's been solid out there, throwing lots of hits. Any of you kidlets in the audience that think, I totally want to do this, there is a sign-up sheet. You get some more information from Calgary Junior Roller Derby. Ages 6 to 17. Skating every Wednesday and Thursday out of West Hillshurst Sunnyside Community Center.
I think most of their coaches are playing in this game, aren't they?
I do believe, well, Skids, so we got Skid, Sunday, Smacky,
Chris My Ass.
Chris My Ass. Then a lot of the All-Stars, too, they do an occasional practice where they mentor some of those level 3 skaters as well.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to rename Coleshaw's jams to just blast-offs now.
Coleshaw powers through that. Beef Papa trying to get through. Sleep and Brass Monkey slowing them down a bit. Coleshaw knocked out. Cycles back a bit. Coleshaw calls off that jam. Was able to put up 10 on that jam. Nat doing what we like to call the Brad-ass start. Or also the where's the jammer start.
It's a classic.
I see one jammer. Where's the other one?
I think at one point Brad had to tell the officials that he was starting way back because they couldn't tell where he was.
Chris my ass pushes through. Tiki giving the symbol that they have not got through yet. Looks like Nat is taking a back block there. They took the star off before they took that penalty. Weren't able to pass it off. Sometimes the jammer will take off that star to hopefully try and sneak through the pack, making the defense think that they're not the jammer. Oh, Chris gets called on a cut.
Should we shame her too?
And shame on Coach Sunday and Coach Chris in the box.
What are they teaching our juniors?
Coach Chris or Coach Fun.
You know, I don't know if this is true or not, but I once heard that before game day, Chris likes to get all the All-Stars and push them.
Sorry, who does what?
Chris. She likes to jam against all of the All-Stars, and she just likes to do a push.
I've not seen that, but I will look for it.
Yeah. I think there's a video surfacing somewhere.
There's some crazy. I saw a video of Sparkette. I don't know if you've seen Sparkette. I've seen them run around the entire track like at least once on their toe stops.
Oh my goodness. Somebody's going to have to share that video with me, and now I'm interested.
Next time you see Sparkette, ask. I'm sure. I thought he was on their Facebook or.
Oh.
Oh, looks like Ontario's calling a timeout. Catch their breath.
Drink some water.
This is pretty much your last call to get anything from Bad Girlfriend, as you only have 30 minutes before they are going to close shop.
I think most of them have already been closing.
Bad Girlfriend? Oh, yeah, they're closing up already.
You missed your last shot.
Bender sneaking in there last minute.
Oh, shame, Bender, shame.
Bad Girlfriend will not be joining us tomorrow. They are actually permanently closing up shop for the weekend. Ontario's timeout is over. Four minutes left. 183 points separating these two teams. 256 to 73. Calgary showing why they are the number 6 team in Western North America.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe in June they are doing a fundraiser. They actually have an online auction that you go to if you go to the Calgary Allstars Facebook page. You can win all kinds of stuff.
I could be wrong, but I read somewhere I think it ends on the 12th.
It ends today at 9:30.
Oh, it ends today. Get those bids in, people.
Oh, Valkyrie hoping for a 1.
The moment of defeat you feel when you think you got one, but you didn't.
Oh, man. Ferris Bruiser going up against V8. Yesterday I just called them V. Now I know they're V8 because I saw them in a scrimmage and they have V8 on their jersey. I'm like, okay, that makes... Now I get it. Why would your name just be V? Why are you wearing number 8? Oh, V8.
V8, I like it.
Aha. It's like when I first realized that the NF bombs, like they have a small N and then a big F bomb. So it's the F bombs. I'm like, oh.
Oh, I didn't make that realization till now.
It wasn't until I saw their jersey. I'm like, oh, I get it now.
Is that why on their jerseys they have like little not really swear words, but kind of swear words?
I believe so.
Oh.
The Charlie Brown swear.
Yeah. I like that. Very comical.
We're back in action. Cole Shaw starting this jam in a power jam. It's always interesting that first jam after like an injury of any sort. You just see that kind of there's like a hush and tentativeness.
The energy has changed.
We're also only 2 minutes left in this game, so
everybody's tired. They've been playing all weekend.
Everyone playing like 2+ games.
Yep.
Sorry,
I was just gonna say, Curb's out here making it look so easy.
Some skaters skating and like this probably. Some of them it's their second game of the day. I think this is actually Valkyrie's. This might be Valkyrie. No, it's their second game of the day. I was thinking of the Mystic.
Oh.
Team Canada Junior, just wrong. Team Canada Junior. Runs into Bruceberry and Knox. Knox using Bruceberry to push Valkyrie a bit. Cole Shaw through. Calls that jam off. Oh. Valkyrie able to sneak 3 points in there before that got called off. Cole Shaw was able to put up 12. 271 to 76. Hopefully those benches are thinking about their most valuable player, most valuable blocker, most valuable jammer, so we can get those in right away. Chris Myas.
Oh, nice.
Hops around inside. And the all familiar huge smile by Chris when they get through. Knockout Sunday and Razor making more space for Chris. Chris gets through. Calls that jam. And I believe the benches are fine to just let that clock tick down and not call any timeouts and call that a game.
And what a game it was.
275 to 76. Score doesn't reflect how close that game was. It was a lot closer. Just all it takes is 1 or 2 jams to make that thing get out of hand. And everyone get ready for your high fives.